Hey y'all, it's your girl D Boogie here. Today we are in my live running class for Staff Brewers Academy. So listen, today has been such an eventful day. I can't even tell you from like just over, not even oversleeping, but like not having enough sleep to like pushing it to the very edge of getting up this morning, things being perfect, like fired up, and then everything like crashed. It's been so insane. Like all of my technology is just did some crazy things, and my students weren't able to come to class today. And so I was like, well, okay, so if they can't come into class, then the smartest thing to do is to go ahead and to bring the class out. I'm like, yeah, perfect time. The perfect time to blow the alarm, but geez, it's loud. I want to shut my door, but I hope y'all having a great day. So this is typically where during this time I feel so naked in a way. Because this is typically where I go in and I run my running class. But I'm going to bring my running class to you all, as I stated earlier, for any of my students who have the ability to come in and join class. I'm excited for you. So I'm always going to ask to say welcome. Ask what's your name, where you chiming in from, what's your niche. If you are here starting a staffing business, I'm not going to be doing a lot of videos on staffing, but I still want to be able to support anybody who is at the space where they're running their staffing business. In this particular class, typically the class that I go live is my setup class. It's definitely not often that I go live with my running class, although I did like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. But since my tech is acting so crazy, I just thought it would be best to go live. I said it again, but just let you know where we are, what we're doing today. So we are talking about running the staffing business. So if any of my students are here and y'all have questions or y'all want to chime in, you already know that I'm here to support you. I'm going to go through the comments. If you are not, I'm going to just chime in because you already know I like to get into my bag. I'll go in and start kind of showing you some things. The audio isn't good. You're the second person that said that. Tell me a little bit more about that. Let me double check it on my end. Give me 1 second. Audio isn't good. I wonder why that is. Let's go to I do see that. You know why? I bet you it has something to do.
Testing, testing. Testing. Okay, so thank you. All right, now I know what that was. I've been playing around with this new. Okay, so thank. I've been playing around with this new mod voice module thing because when I go live, I want to do some really interesting things. And one of the things before I fell asleep last night, and they has you can change your voice and make it sound different. And I was choosing all the modules, but I forgot I had the thing on. So that means that everything I recorded today probably sounds like that, which sucks really bad. But this is just an example of what I was talking about when I started this live stream. That like I woke up this morning, the birds were chirping, the sun was shining, everything felt like it was going, it was like perfect. Then all of a sudden, I mean, literally, life was like, what's up? Life was literally, it is like taking just whew, and I'm taking, I'm like, oh, I'm not even ducking. So, So there you go. That just adds to what the Larry say. That's actually what it was, a voice modulator. Yeah, it was a voice modulator. It's actually called like Voice Mod. So like y'all know I'm like trying to step my game up. So it's called Voice Mod, and I guess this because so y'all can see what this Larry is saying. It's called Voice Mod, and they basically they give you, so like I have this, I don't know, this thing right here, Stream Deck. And the Stream Deck helps me to manage like my StreamYard, right? So that when I go live, I can stop, record, whatever. But Stream Deck and Voice Mod go together. Voice Mod is like a soundboard, and I think StreamYard is like a soundboard too. I don't know. I'm still learning some of these things. But basically, I can put like all my sound effects on there. So like my any of my sound effects. Before this battle, just this hip hop battle, I would have had Drake sound effects. Now I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about the Drake sound effects, but I'm definitely gonna have some anime sound effects, and but my audience in this current moment, they probably not really like what's anime. But just really cool things. So anyway, a couple of them, they have like you can change the voice or whatever, and I don't know, just playing around with things, see kind of how I want to do things a little bit differently as we continue to move forward in this channel. So anyway, I'm gonna just y'all, a lot of y'all came in a little bit late. This is my Run It class in real life. So if any of my students are here, and I see people are coming in through all the platforms now, if any of my students are here, this is really your time. My tech went crazy today. My email, I couldn't send out an email because my third-party email provider went down. My tech was down. I was sitting here like, I give up. Y'all know I be sending these videos. I'm like, don't give up. And I was like, I give up. I was like, I'm done. Like, I don't even know what to do. And then something said, well, just go live, just go live. So I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll just go live. So I decided to go live. I'm here. And then Larry got to check out my voice modulator, and now we're here talking about staffing. I mentioned to everyone, like my students, that I probably will do a lot more lives on staffing or sharing a lot more staffing videos. I'm really looking to expand my brand, okay? And I do way more amazing things for people than staffing. And so I just want y'all to be prepared, because I will be coming on here live. I ain't gonna be talking about staffing. I'll be talking about other things. So, but still business related. But like, I help people do a lot of different things. I have a lot of different skill sets that I want to share with people. And I really have a whole idea, this whole mission of where I want to take the world. And I said the world. Okay. So like, I don't know if you into science. No, my staffing, is staffing going away? I wouldn't say staffing is going away. Staffing is always going to be a part of D. Williams. You know what I'm saying? Staffingpreneurs Academy will stay away, stay up. But this will probably be my last year or so, like doing one-on-ones. I'll probably still teach the classes because I absolutely love it. Like, I genuinely enjoy showing up on Mondays. Even if I'm out the country, I genuinely enjoy showing up on Mondays to teach my classes. So I will probably still do the classes too, but I probably won't do one-on-ones. And I really, this 2024 is going to probably be my last year where you see me diving into staffing in the way that I have. I mean, I've been doing this thing since 2011. I put up the store in the academy in 2013, and I'm just not the same person anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same young lady. I can't even show up as the same young lady if I tried. And I see it in everything that's happening around me, where everything. So I'm scared, though. I'm not even going to lie. I'm extremely afraid. And look at all of these comments. Hey, Tatiani, how you feeling? It's good to see you. Hey, Tanisha, love you. Larry said, I'm glad you went live. I'm thankful I went live too. So staffing is going away. I'm just showing y'all the comments. What other things we can talk about that? But that's exactly what it is, Larry. It's elevation and innovation. So I've just been trying to show up as the old D Williams, and I'm not her no more. And it don't even feel comfortable. And I don't know if you've ever been, y'all see my videos. I've been telling the truth. I've been honest. The videos that you're gonna make me cry, but the videos that I have been sharing with you all are for me. They're not really for you. They're for me. Every day I'm sharing those videos for me to remind me to keep pushing. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just hoping to inspire you all along the way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm scared. But I know that I was trying to stay in the same space, and then life just kept saying it's not meant for you to be here anymore. And so I'm like, okay, so now I know it's meant for me to do other things, but other things doesn't mean that I'm not going to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not, y'all not going to see me as the queen of staffing. That's just not going to be me. And to be honest with you, a lot of my students have left and started coaching businesses. I don't want to be competing against my own students. You know, it's not what I'm looking for. I don't know. This has nothing to do with staffing, but I don't know if you are into astrology or signs or anything like that. But if you get to know an Aquarius, we are humanitarians, and our number one goal in life is to change the world, to make it a better place. And I don't know how else to explain that. And it's almost something that just itches on the inside of us, like we are forced, whether we want to or not, in some way, form, or fashion. And for me, it screams extremely loud. And I have had like this journey in my life. You know, y'all know my story. Latrice, you're an Aquarius, so you already know. Y'all know my story. I had, I was pregnant at 11. I just had all of these things happen to me. And during the time that those things happened to me, I felt like the world was against me. And I felt like, I was cursed and all of these other things. Now I understand why a little bit more. And I'm stronger. I'm strong and I'm stronger. And I'm meeting a lot of people who aren't so strong. And I just want to use my voice beyond staffing. Like, I really feel like I'm even going through the things that I'm going through right now to remind me, because I got so all right. I'm like, okay, girl, you know what I'm saying? It's like, let's bring her ass back down here a little bit. So that she can tell the story, so that she can relate to the journey on a different level. Because once you get to a certain part, you forget what it feels like. And then you go out there and you try to help somebody, you tell the story, but you're too far removed. So, you don't want to take change, D. You don't want to do what I tell you to do, then I'm going to maneuver things in a way that you're forced to be here. And while you're forced to be here, this is a perfect opportunity for you to do something different, for you to, and you can relate in a real type of way. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm coming in. I love my classes on Mondays. I love Staffpreneurs Academy and my classes on Mondays. But I'm just not utilizing my platform to talk about staffing. I'm just going to utilize my platform to inspire people. I think it's so many people going through shit right now. I think it's so many people. Everybody's walking out the door and they trying to act, they got face on, which is cool. We supposed to do that. But in that closet, you know what I'm saying? It's something is on the inside. And you just trying to figure out, how to maneuver through that. And some people, like, the suicide rate is crazy. Some people are just like, F it, I'm out. And then some people are just getting depressed and they're like, F it, I'm out. And then some people just being stagnant and they're saying, F it, I'm out. And then some people are like me that are more take the whole extreme and like, I'm gonna go harder. But that's still such an extreme. I want to come in to have some real conversations, some real, have real conversations. I also feel like a lot of stuff on the internet is very fake. And I don't know. I feel this energy in me that's just saying, no matter how afraid you are, it's somebody that needs to hear your voice. It's somebody that needs to know your story. It's somebody that needs your encouragement every day. I really am in love with my smart board, y'all. I want to make love to the smart board with you all, though. Like in a very entrepreneurial type of way, but I don't want to talk about staffing. I want, I'm creating a new community. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm creating a new community of ambitious people. And I want this group of ambitious people, these go-getter, these people who have gone through things that are resilient like myself. I want us to come together and help other people who haven't figured out how to utilize that skill set yet. There are a lot of people who don't know how to be resilient. There are a lot of people who don't know how to get through things. There are a lot of people who are trying to figure out how to get from A to Z. I did a video last week, y'all, on TikTok. So first of all, y'all see I'm posting more. So I did this video on TikTok and I asked the question, like, what's stopping you from your dreams? So this lady duetted my video or stitched it, switched it, whatever you call it. And she really started to pour her heart out. Like I'm going to show it to you, actually. She was pouring her heart out, and I realized, like, yo, D, you can't just hold this thing in, girl. Like, you tripping. Everything you're doing right now is for a reason. Everything you've been through, and it's okay. Okay, hold on right here. She's so sweet. And I pray that and this is what I'm getting into. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all. This has nothing to do with staffing. I'm so sorry, my staffing class. I got kidnapped by everybody else. Okay, so this was the question that was asked. And to this young lady, I hope it's okay that I share this. I think it is because you sent it to me. But here we go. I hope y'all can hear this. Can y'all hear that? I can't tell whether y'all can hear it or not. Could y'all hear it? Can you hear it? Oh, wait. I can't. Could y'all hear it? But I don't want to run it if y'all can't hear it. Let me know. Let me just stop and see what. Could y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. But I didn't get any feedback from y'all yet. And I don't know if it's a delay. But I don't know if y'all can hear it. But I would just say, I don't know if y'all can hear that. But I would, oh no. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I looked on the phone and I went in the other room and I tried to hear it and it didn't seem like I could hear it. Well, let me just share it with you and maybe I'll attach it to this at the end. She was just saying that she just don't know how to get up and get going and how she invested into some things. And but she felt like she was going to different people that were more taking her money than really helping her get to where she wanted to go. She said that she said a lot of things. She just felt like she needed guidance. She's not that she necessarily gave up. It was that when she went out there and tried to do things, she never really made any money. You know what I'm saying? And she really wants to do something. She knows she don't want to be on this hamster wheel, but she also don't want to be in a position where she's like not making money. She just needs to really have somebody to sit down with her and to really like help her flush her ideas out step by step by step. And that's essentially what she said. Now I'll put the link in so y'all can go in and watch it because it was pretty cool. So I'll just add it in here. Maybe that'll be a better way to do it. But it's really, really awesome. Y'all hope y'all follow her because I think she's pretty dope. She's following all my stuff on TikTok. Y'all follow me on TikTok too, which is your D Williams. And so yeah, so those are the things that I want to talk about. I want to help people in that space and get on my whiteboard over here and talk about, okay, so like you got a problem, let's talk about it. I also would love to bring the line, like open the lines and like have people actually call in. It doesn't just have to be, our chat going through. I have my Rumble account is set up and my Twitch account is set up. So I think I'm going to live stream a lot more often, but I love YouTube. So I'll probably live stream on here too. But I just don't want y'all coming on here thinking I want to be talking about staffing. No, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things. Okay, so now Tatiana asked me a very important question. She said, what other things, D? That's kind of what we talked about here. So if you only came here to talk about staffing, you're going to be disappointed, and I'm so sorry. But if you came here to talk about business, entrepreneurship, like how to make money in other different ways, how to build things, how to flush your ideas out so that you can bring them to life. Also want to talk about just being resilient, bring people on who are resilient. There are a lot of people out here that are doing some amazing things and getting through some amazing things. I think it'll be a great inspiration and a motivation to you to see that other people are too, because I feel like social media is making us feel like nobody is actually going through things, or that life isn't life. You know what I'm saying? And then when we talk about it, we're being shamed for that, or we're being shunned for that. But the reality is that if we were communing around each other at church, at the golf course, our friends, and we were connected, we would be talking about it, and that's how we would be building these relationships. And I think that's what's kind of needed out here. I think that's one of the things that's needed. I'm publishing my book finally, and I can't wait to share it with you all. As a matter of fact, in the next week or so, I'm gonna put my documentary on here and break it up in parts because it's almost 3 hours long. So it'll be, I think, 7 or 8 part series that y'all can check out. I hope everybody takes a look at it. Because it's going to segue into all the new things that I'm going to be doing with my channel. I've just been trying to, slowly pull my, slowly roll myself out so it won't be so overwhelming. But, I would just encourage everyone to enjoy the content that's coming. What's not for you, move on. What is for you, like it, share it, subscribe. I think you'll enjoy a lot of different things. That I'm bringing to you, and I'm excited to bring it to you. Somebody said no sound. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, no sound. Okay, good. I just want to make sure. And so I hope that I hope that y'all support. Hey, Dorica, I miss you, boo. Where you been at? Dorica in the house. So what do you think, Tatiana? Like, how you feel about that, Larry? How you feel about that, Dorica? I am Nicole. How you feel? Tanisha said, big facts. You're speaking big facts. I'm one navigating this change personally and professionally. Thank you for being transparent. Yeah, I think a lot of us are going through change. It's scary. And I said earlier, that I kind of confessed that I'm afraid, that I'm really nervous. And Larry was so sweet. He said, God has a plan for you. No need to be afraid. Trust in your inner voice and follow your path. So I'll make sure I do a nice little video with that quote on there. I thought that was fire. But yeah, I agree. I may be afraid, but I'm not so afraid I'm not willing to do it. I may be afraid, but I'm not so afraid to take the risk. And I might fail. Y'all might watch me fail. Like, I've been on this channel for a long time. So if I fail, y'all going to be right there with me. But if I succeed, y'all going to be right there with me. And as nervous as I am, I'm just as fired up about doing something different, about leveling up, because I know it's a level up, right? I get to represent the next version of myself. I don't know if anybody on here knows anything about anime, but y'all know classic Dragon Ball Z, Goku goes up so many freaking times. You know what I'm saying? Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, God, Super Saiyan, like in so many levels, because you should never be the same person you was the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Like, if you still the same, projecting the same version of yourself, like what's happening? So we all have to get to the point where we're like, okay, enough is enough. Now it's time. What's this next version of me? And for everyone, that timing is a little bit different, right? For some people, that timing is, every year For some people, that timing is for every 2 years. You know, some people it's every 5 years, it's every 10 years, but you're on the inside will be able to say, okay, this ain't feeling good anymore. It's time to leave my job. It's time to start a new job. It's time to move. For some of you, you've been in the same place forever. It's time to move. It's time to experience something new. It's time to step out your comfort zone. If you're not working out, it's time to get up and work out. Time to walk. If you just want to walk, it's time to do something, right? Time to do something. You know, and something different, something new. Y'all saw me jump roping yesterday, and got to get that, had to get that up in there. You know, that's to show you. You know, sometimes you got and you got to do something new. And the wind was blowing at me yesterday. Ooh, what a great, hey Ronaldo, what a great analogy. Like I was on the marina. And I'm jumping rope, and the wind, you know, by the water, the wind is blowing, the wind was blowing. And I'm out there with these jump ropes, and I have like a little thin one and a 2-pound jump rope. And so the 2-pound jump rope, I had a little bit more leverage, right? But when I had the smaller one, which is the one I wanted to use because it was least resistant, the wind was blowing me everywhere. So I couldn't jump the way I wanted to jump. So I realized that if I started to jump like this, so now I'm jumping like this, I'm like moving with the wind, and this is how I end up like doing my sets of 100. And so now everybody's all watching, they think I'm doing some type of show. I'm pissed right here. Pissed. No, I'm not doing no show. I'm trying to exercise. But it was the way that was the only way that I could manage my timing through the terrain. And that's kind of like how life is. You know what I'm saying? Everything is like, and you're trying to figure out your way. You making mistakes. I stopped a couple of times, had to catch my breath. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, things were happening. People were going by. The dog's trying to, you know, so all of these things are happening all at one time. But, you know, the goal is to keep moving forward, no matter what, good, bad, or indifferent. You got to keep moving forward. And that's like super, super important. What else did I see? Tanisha, she said, I'm a Pisces, and that's been my big draw to see you as a mentor personally. To see as a mentor, the personality type and more. Yeah. But Tanisha, you got it in you. You're amazing. You know what I'm saying? And you have the ability to do amazing things. And I've seen you do amazing things. And it's just like every now and then, you know, it's just a level up season. And I'm telling y'all right now, for me, it's a level up season. I don't know about y'all. It may not be. Some of you are very comfortable, very, very comfortable in the space that you're in. Or you're uncomfortable being uncomfortable in the space that you're in. But I think that can only last for so long. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know, life moves you in a different direction. And I feel like when we get to the point where life is doing it for us, we waited too long. And then we said, oh, everything is happening to me. But it's like, no, you've been getting all of these signs that it was time for you to move, but you didn't move. That is literally what happened to me. Me, D. Williams, got so comfortable. You cannot. Life is not about being comfortable. I mean, a little bit. Like your comfortable shoes, comfortable house, comfortable. But you have to be setting dreams, setting goals. You have to set goals because you're not just here for yourself. And I think a lot of people think that they're just here for themselves. That's how selfish of you to think that you just get to take up space and you know, there's no give back. No, there is a give back. You understand? And that give back is whatever that gift is that you have. How are you pushing that gift out there? How are you utilizing that gift? That's what you're here to do. So some of you say, my gift is my kids. Bullshit. Because they grow up and they forget about you. I'm not going to forget about you, but they grow up and they start living their own life. You're only there to support them for a very short period of time. You're here for something so much more. What is it? What are you here for? And so whatever that is, that should be what fuels you, and you should be creating consistently and not to stress you out, but to help you to be able to fulfill your purpose, but also to help other people fulfill their purpose on their journey. Everything good, bad happens to you is about your journey, helping you to get better, helping you to get stronger, helping to show your weaknesses where you're weak, because we all have flaws, you know what I'm saying, where we got to do better. You know, it's just like everybody is on this journey to bless you and to unbless you in some type of way. And you know, I don't know, it is what it is. All right, Tanisha said, you helped me push past fear. Oh my gosh, I love that. You got raw with me and pushed me. I love you. I'm still riding with you. I need this staffing or not. I'm here for it. I love that. Thank you so much. And listen, I love the journey that you and I have had together. You know what I'm saying? And you're not the only person that has been nervous about stepping out of your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? It is not always even about staffing. You know, I met a young lady. I haven't called her back. So this is where I fall short, but I haven't called her back. And I think just because she was a little bit out of my wheelhouse and I wasn't sure how to address it, I do need to circle back. And I'm saying this live for a reason. I do need to circle back. But I met a young lady who I think genuinely cared about me through this brand and staffing. And but she wanted to start a business. She had a lot of business ideas, but her world and her mind was a little bit cluttered, and her environment was a lot bit cluttered. So much that that she was unable to really process things, I think, in the manner in which she needed to. I think that was a little bit out of my wheelhouse, right? I even talked to one of my best friends who's a therapist, and she said, girl, that ain't in your warehouse. I was like, you know, I kind of figured that, but I saw the love that she had for me, but I also saw her desire to truly want to level up, how whatever she was dealing with was holding her. She was in that space, but she was crying physically, y'all. Oh my God. You have no clue. I was on the phone crying. She was crying physically because she did want to get out of that space. I don't know. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been on that hamster wheel where you can see you need to get off of that mofo? And so much that you're crying, but you just cannot move. It's crazy. Met another young lady. She's like, D, I got this amount of money in my bank account. I'm sick of this job. She's a nurse. She's like, I think she's in the healthcare space. She's like, I got to get out of here. But she refuses to invest any money because she's afraid she's going to lose it and be broke. And I said, if you don't take a risk, then you're not going to know. You're going to stay on the hamster wheel. So that was 3 months ago. I talked to her 3 months later, same thing. And I asked her, I'm going to call you 3 months from now. You're going to be in the same space, you know, and it's hurtful to see somebody go on that hamster wheel over and over and over again. So the level up is important, and the level up requires you to like step out of your comfort zone genuinely, like be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, and say, okay, I'm going to do this. The level up is here. Let's go. You know how I am. I'm like, let's do it. This is, you know, get fired up with it. That's the only way you're going to make it happen. Okay. We're supposed to be talking about staffing, y'all. How did we get here? Y'all going to get me in trouble. For all my students. Look, Brenda. Is Brenda here? Ronaldo is here. All right. My class is supposed to be almost over. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me, talking to me, you know, live streaming with me. You know, Staffing Shark here. We need to do community branding recruiting. Yes, for sure. 100% for sure. I love that. Larry said, man, I needed to hear this. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, I really want to be here to support y'all in any way that I possibly can. I'm excited. I can't wait. I got a couple of quizzes coming out I want y'all to take to see where y'all are. We're going to be building brands, and we're going to be solving problems. I want to solve problems. I'm a problem solver. So I genuinely want to solve problems. I can't always solve my own problems. Okay. I'm going to just be super transparent with y'all. I am not always great at solving my own problems, but I'm a beast at helping people solve their problems. And so I really, really want to help people. Larry just hit it. Help them find their purpose and connect with it to get out of that space. I'm drooling right now. I want to get on my board and just give y'all a little preview of what I want to do. But I want to get in and start pulling the layers back. I want y'all to come in, and we'll have some days where we sit down and talk about, okay, what's the issue? What we got going on? And then we're going to like start sketching it out on the board and see how we can work through it and get out of the situation that you're in. Now, some of you might be like, D, I don't want to share my personal business. That's cool. Say it's for your brother. Say it's for your sister. Say it's for your cousin. Say it's for your auntie, your uncle. We don't really care. None of that matters who the problem is for. The key is let's get the problem solved, right? Okay. The key is to solve the problem. So if we try to solve the problem, then you just got to bring the problem to the board. Okay, so that's one of the things that we're gonna do. The second thing is let's flesh out your business ideas, right? I think that's very important. Like if you're wanting to be an entrepreneur and you got all these ideas, let's flesh them out. Third thing is we got to find a purpose. Okay, like what are you meant to do? Because some of you are not meant to be an entrepreneur. Okay. I know you don't like to hear that. That's why I be posting these videos. Because some of you are really meant to be a builder. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. We need builders too. But maybe you're building for an amazing, creator or amazing leader, right? But there's something that you do that's so amazing. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you take on the responsibility of running an entire company, or you taking on a responsibility of having, or even being an independent person. Sometimes there are a lot of perks of working for someone else and being able to express your purpose in that way as well. So I think the idea is to just try to figure out what your purpose is and how you want to utilize your purpose. Do you want to utilize it for work? Do you want to utilize it in your leisure? Do you want to utilize it in both? I utilize it in my work and probably my leisure. I live in my purpose, through work, but it took me to quit my job for me to figure out, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. I didn't even know I was supposed to be a recruiter. I definitely did not wake up one morning and say, oh my gosh, I am going to be a recruiter. Never. In my mind, when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be who I know where I'm going to, which I thought I was going to be I didn't know it was a billionaire, but someone who owned lots of buildings and businesses and was helping a lot of people and creating movements. Like those are the things I was literally thinking about when I was 7, 6 in real life. You know what I'm saying? And so now and then I took the route of recruiting. But I gotta tell y'all, one of the other things I want to do is I want to show you how to build a little mini empire. Now, mini empires are very interesting. Sometimes they work immediately. Sometimes they take time. They go through ups and downs. But I can show you how to make a mini empire. If you want to go on that journey I want to show you how to do that. And I'm putting these out here, putting my bullet points out there because y'all going to see the little captions for the videos coming up, and you'll see this is what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm sure I'll create series so people can go in and put the pieces together over time because, I like that. So you'll see me coming on here a lot more often and, having a little bit more fun with y'all. I hope y'all don't mind. Judy said, hey P. Okay, just tapped it. Okay, that's fine. So yes, for new business, yes, Judy. I have some clients that have been with me for a very long time. I cannot tell you how blessed I am. I've had clients that have been with me since 2014, 2015, pay me monthly, since then, and I've been on this journey with them and they've been on this journey with me. People say that speaks a lot to me, but to me, it speaks a lot to them, trusting the trust that they have in me. And I really appreciate that. So whenever I want to do something different, I always call them first and be like, okay, look, I want to tell you what's going on. And so, yeah, I've been letting people know who've been with me for a very long time, what's been going on. And I'm very excited that everybody has been extremely supportive, like for the most part, like all my clients have been. Now the people, I got haters. I got real haters. Y'all knew, you know what I'm saying, what I had going on over in my life. Y'all be like, oh my gosh. But there's some people who are not so supportive, but most people have been very supportive. And so I'm super thankful for that. What'd you say? That's Brenda. She said, yeah, I want to do your mini empire. Yeah. And many of you, if you started in your staffing and y'all put y'all email marketing together, then y'all have a foundation to start with. If you didn't make that a priority, then I'm gonna tell you that's pretty much going to be like your starting point. So I would go back into the class. I know my tech is down right now. This will be the last time my team said that I'll never have to experience it again. I'm like, put the whip on these people. But one more thing, I guess, and then I'll leave y'all alone for the day, and I'll come back in when I have a more structured space. But another thing I want to talk about is the employee-employer perception a little bit. You know, I've been both an employee and an employer. And a lot of things, when I put out that video on TikTok a couple of weeks ago about the non-compete, that got like 6,000 views immediately, like within an hour or two. And people were going crazy. And most of the people that were on there were basically saying that we're employees. And they were saying, good for y'all. Now y'all can't do such and such and such and such. And I just thought, man, this is so interesting, because I remember being an employee and being under a non-compete for a year and feeling how uncomfortable that was. But now on the other side, being an employer where I need to protect my intellectual property, oh my gosh, like it feels very different. And I don't know how and when we're going to get to the point of figuring out what that bridge is. But I'm going to tell you that law where it says that you don't have to sign a non-compete makes me very nervous. Because I feel like people are more innovative today and people have more money today, you know, because they have more ways to make money, and that gives them the ability to, and I think people are sharper, and then we have more tools like AI that allow them to take that sharpness to a whole different level. When you say that somebody can come in and take your IP, I mean, that's essentially what the law is saying. I think that gets scary. You know, I don't like that. It makes me feel some type of way. So I think we just, you know, it's a different perspective. So I want to have conversations about that. I also am bringing my son on this channel, y'all. Okay, now listen, my son is a lot, but this is my firstborn. This is the one I had like I was pregnant at 11 and had when I was 12. He is 34, I think about to be 35, and he's got a lot of big opinions. I think opinions that'll ruffle some people's feathers, but I'm very excited to introduce him to you. He said he'll come on one day a week, which I think will be on Sundays. We'll do a test run first of a couple of weeks to see how y'all take to him. But he's a great storyteller. From the perspective, if he's gone through something or he's watched something, he can go back and tell the story in the most amazing way. I am definitely, y'all are going to see my documentary come out, but to hear my son tell the story is going to be pretty dope. Also, that's the session I want to come in where we kind of coach people through. He's got a younger perspective a little bit than me, but and no kids yet, but you'll see once you get a dose of him, you'll get used to him very quickly. But I want to bring him in. I think y'all will enjoy his personality, and we'll have some fun with him. So you can see what I created, what I created out here. So the channel is just, you know, we about to do a lot of different things. You know, I have a young lady that I've been hanging out with, and she wants to come in and do some motivative dance, you know, kind of help y'all release your whatever. So I'm excited about that. So she's going to take over my channel for an hour, a couple of times a week, and do some stuff with y'all. I'm excited about that. I got a couple of people that want to come on and kind of play. And they want to also just be a part of the movement, you know, just, you know, helping people level up, helping people find their purpose, helping people launch their business and be a true entrepreneur. And I say like that conversion, you know what I'm saying? We're in creator season. So we want to get all the creators out here doing exactly that, creating. He said, let's go. I'm ready to go to the big board. I love it. Okay, we want to go to the big board. Yeah. More than once. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, Brenda. Come on, let's put y'all on the big board. Hold on. Let's get you. I don't know how many get you on. Okay, I know exactly how many get you on the big board. He said, let's get on the big board. We only got a couple of minutes. Okay. We only got a couple of minutes. So let me get you into the big board. Okay. Matter of fact, let me do this different way. Okay. You don't have to tell me more than once because you do know I'm addicted to the board. And what we talking? Are we talking staffing, or are we talking find your purpose, or like what's the conversation on? I wonder if what's the conversation on the table? Let's see. I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to record on this computer.
Recording in progress.
Then I'm going to, okay, hold on. Now I'm going to put y'all in, okay. Brenda says staffing. Brenda, whole 20-minute session said, I'm not going to be talking about staffing forever. And then she coming to say staffing. What about staffing? What do you want me? Because Larry is asking me to come to the board. Yes, I love that. Larry is wanting me to come to the board. So if I'm coming to the board, Larry, what I'm coming to the board with? Brenda, what I'm coming to the board with? What you need help with? All right, let me see. I'm going to share my screen. Let me go on and make sure that y'all see what I see, that I see what y'all see. And if so, which I think, let me see. Share my screen. Yes, okay, perfect. All right, so now let's go into personal meeting ID start. Okay, so there we go. We up in this biatch. Let me pull this back some so y'all can see both ways. Okay, got it. Okay. Now, last week when I tried to go to the board, I'm going to tell you right now, it did not. It kept pushing me out when I shared the screen. So I don't know if I'm being pushed out this time. We're about to see, but let's see what happens. I'm going to share screen. I'm going to share the entire screen. Let's see if it's shared. Okay, it said it did. Let's see. Let's cross our fingers, y'all. Okay, it did it. Okay. We are in business. You hear me? Okay. What did I didn't hear with Brenda. Brenda, you didn't say what you wanted. Larry, you didn't say. What are we at the whiteboard? What are we at the whiteboard for today? I mean, I'm on the board. Which y'all want? What y'all got? What you got for me? What you got for me? Let's see. You know. Okay. Getting funding. But Brenda, these are things you ask in your setup class. You be in the running class. What's up with that? And yes, they all do. They all do want you to be a personal guarantor. Yes, because they're guaranteeing your payroll. You're not putting the payroll up. They're guaranteeing the payroll, right? So, excuse me. So definitely they are, that they're putting that up. So they're taking the biggest risk. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Goals, budgets, and projections. right there. So they're taking the biggest risk. You know what I'm saying? You're not taking the risk. They're taking the risk. Right? Oh, and this is a template too. Okay. This is exactly what I let me see my screen. This morning when I was in the setup class, I mentioned to them, just as for my students, I mentioned to them that we'll be going, that one of the new videos that's going up tonight is the budgets video, that y'all have to go in and create your budgets for your staffing business. So make sure y'all check it out. The setup class did happen today, barely, but it did. And the replay, even though it's not up, I mean, it'll be up so that you can go back and check it out. But I definitely want y'all to pay attention to that. Sure, everything set up right. Yeah, you got everything set up right. So do you have a budget, Brenda? Have you made a budget for your company and projections? I wonder. I can't wait to really get it. I don't want to talk about staffing. I want to talk about new stuff. I want to talk about, somebody asked me, somebody asked me about finding your purpose. And those are things that are very interesting to me in this moment, you know. And when you start thinking about finding your purpose, one of the things you do is you start sketching out all the things that you all the arsenal that you have under your belt, you know, and that's all of the skills, all of the knowledge, all of the resources that you have under your belt. And I don't know what that is for each and every one of you, but if you wanted some examples of things that I would maybe potentially write, you know, for me, this is all your skills dump. Just remember, this is your skills dump, skills dump, skills dump, skills dump, skills dump. Okay, this is where you just start thinking about all the things that you have and the things that you like and the things that you love. So that too. So like, I'm just going to put on here, I love ANIME. I do. I genuinely love anime. I genuinely love music. Okay, so those are things I genuinely love. I'm just adding those things. I also like the color purple, like the literal color purple, PURPLE, not the movie, like the actual color purple. I absolutely love. I am I like things like luxury things. So like I like Chanel is like one of my favorite brands. Even though somebody was talking bad about Gucci the other day, I do kind of still like Gucci. I like other brands, but you'll see me. These are the things that I enjoy. I like, something very interesting. I like tours, like going on different tour guides. So I really genuinely enjoy tour guides. Don't ask me why, but they really excite me. That's right. Find your purpose, Larry. But then you start, like I love technology too, right? I love tech. Anything related to technology, I love. I love anything related to branding. Okay. I like lyrics. Okay. I also like producing music. And I'm really good at it, actually. Probably way better than anybody would think. I'm good at building websites. And this is just to give you an idea of things that you just want to, that don't say building, this is something. But just to give you just to start your dump of things that you like, things that you're into, just things that are about, things that you're into. These things are very, very important. Are very, very important. I actually would love to move tour guides somewhere else, because maybe I'll add them here. And because I want to add something else there. So tour guides there. And here I want to change this. Okay. I want to change this to things that I know, like my characteristics, because those are also things you want to add. So I'm resilient. RESIL. Yeah, that's fine. We can say resilience. That's fine. I have tenacity. Right? We know that. I'm a risk taker. We know that as well. Right? So, like, you got to start thinking about things that also your characteristics. This is going to all be super important. Super, 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 super important. Yes, you know, and helping you to figure out your purpose. I'm good at speaking, right? I don't know where I want to put that, but I know that I'm a great speaker, right? I used to be a good Atari player, but yeah, not anymore. I like dogs. I don't know if I want another one in my home like right now because I'm enjoying my life, but I like dogs a lot. I also like macaroni and cheese. You could probably tell by my hips on that one. So mac and cheese, that's very important. Now you might say, D, why is mac and cheese so important? Well, I mean, when you're looking to find your purpose, you know, maybe that's something to do with food. You know, I mean, there are people out there that make a lot of money going around just talking about food. And you know, so there are a lot of them, like, you got to be open-minded, but that's why we have to go in and just put everything on the sheet, everything on here, so that because you want to be open-minded, right? I like to hike. I love to hike. HIKE. I actually want to go fishing, but I've been waiting for some guy to like ask me. I don't know what guy, but I feel like that's my dream date. Every time I say that to a guy, though, they'd be like, "Girl, that sounds crazy," but you know, they can't judge me on what I want. I think that's a romantic date. You know what I'm saying? Going fishing, but I don't know. I haven't been, so I'm not gonna put it on the list. But I'm not wouldn't mind doing. But I love hiking, and you know what else? I love biking. And I don't know if y'all like into biking, but one of the most beautiful is two cities, I would say the most beautiful cities to bike in, and that is Detroit. And I know you said Detroit, but yes, Detroit and in Canada, Toronto. Beautiful, 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 great places to bike. If you have when you get your, you know, if you got the time and you just want to take a short trip, and this is perfect Detroit weather right now to go and bike, to be honest with you all. So this could really get bigger, right? Because I could add even things like that, like locations of places that I love to travel. Ooh, I should probably put travel, right? Because I do love to travel. So these are all things you starting to get to learn and get to know about yourself, and you start putting things out here. I didn't get all into my business world because people be taking my ish. I like building technology. I'll say that. BILD technology. Okay, so once you start putting all your stuff in there, I'm not gonna tell the whole world all my secrets, but once you start putting stuff in there, oh wait, Brenda said I love roller skating. Okay, Brenda, let's see if it's for the roller skating, because you know I do love roller skating too myself. I can't even lie. So I don't know if I love it enough to want to do it for a living, but when I see Usher roller skating, I'll be like, yes. You know, I love swimming too. I love to swim. Okay. You know, y'all learning so much about me, learning so much about y'all. Okay, so you start putting things in here, building technology. I love branding, building websites. I love speaking. You can start seeing a pattern. I'm a risk taker. I'm resilient. I'm tenacious. I like mac and cheese. I like dogs. I like the color purple. You know, if I love tech, so you can just start putting things together, like speaker tech lyrics, tech building websites, speaker risk taker, mac and cheese, Speed, like you can start connecting the dots and starting to see exactly what you what you want to get into. Like also, what are you passionate about? I think that's very important. I don't know what I'm passionate about on this list that I would want to list to people. I think I'm passionate about people, free speech, for sure. Okay. Free speech. Like I feel like it's important, even if we don't get along, and even if we don't agree, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be able to say. And so I think it's important that we never lose that, that free speech. So it's like, what are you passionate about? I think that I'm passionate about something that most people might not be comfortable with, but I feel like I heard Dr. Umar talk about a topic about how the Black church, ever since they kind of have like this tax status, that they are no longer a part of the civil rights movement. And I think that that's one of the things that has hurt the Black community. I feel like the church was like our safe zone, was our space, it was our voice. It's no longer that. That's something I really want to do. I even started writing a book around it, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of passionate about that. I feel like we've gotten very commercialized, very financially driven, whatever, but moved away from us being able to have the rights that we need as a community, you know what I'm saying? And not just the Black community, but I'm speaking about the Black church in particular. I've never gone to a white church. I don't know any other church. So I don't know anything about them to speak about them. I've only gone to the Black church in my lifetime. So that's the only thing I can talk about. But that's something that, I'm passionate about. And so, yeah. I also feel like Larry said I produce music. I love that, Larry. I also am passionate about the music is so disgusting today. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know if I'm just getting old, but it's like, can we talk about something other than sex, drugs, alcohol, breaking up, like what happened to just like positive music? I still need that Al Green vibe. I still need, a little bit of positivity in my music. That's the vibe that we're vibing off of every day. And so, I don't want to be singing in my head some crazy, crazy stuff and manifesting that stuff into my world. I want to be manifesting the things that I genuinely desire. Like I desire love. I desire, a great career. I desire great friends and amazing relationships with everyone I come in contact with as often as possible. I desire to be healthy. I desire to be able to travel freely when I want, if I want. I don't really always want to, but like I have my own desires. I would like to hear music about those things and probably more, maybe even not giving up, like things that I'm dealing with on a daily basis, my friendships, how I'm dealing with my friendships, how I'm dealing with my clients, how I'm dealing with, my kids, how I'm just dealing with everyday things. I guess I'm just really over the Percocet, the drugs killing, I'm just like over, I just feel like it's super low vibrational. And so producing music for me is an outlet to be able to monetize on my channel, because D Williams, she like making money. But it's also therapeutic because it gives me an opportunity to vibe off of something that has high vibrations. And I make some great music, y'all. Y'all have heard a lot of my music and don't realize it. But if you go back through my channel, a lot, I would say probably 60% of the music on my channel was produced by me. It wasn't until recently, I just don't have time, that I've just started doing the stock music. But most of the music on the channel is produced by D Williams. And I absolutely love it. So once you start figuring out what you like, you can find ways to make money. You can find ways to do things that you absolutely love. Brenda said, I agree with you about the music. Most churches don't realize that they are tax exempt, whether they have a 501(c) or not. They don't have to have that status to do ministry and make a difference. I agree. You had two separate things on there, but I agree with you. I'll put a heart on there because I agree with that. First of all, the music, thank you, because a lot of people don't agree with that, but it's time that we wake up about that. Second, they don't have to take that status, but I think that what I don't know that what church is today is what it was, 30, 40 years ago, so I think we're in a different space. Just really, I don't know. Brenda said, do not apply for that status. They would be free. Yeah, but they're gonna apply. They will feel freer, but I don't know if they want to be free. I think they like the ability to, like have that flexibility or what have you. I'm gonna just check the comments. So hold on, because it's probably comments from other. Tanisha said, I need to do this activity. I just wanted to go there. Oh, Tanisha, I didn't even see this. Hold on 1 second. She said, I still struggle with finding client companies for staffing. I've been doing government staffing and still working on struggling getting a client. Yeah, I would love to talk. We could talk about that a little bit for just a little second. Then I got to go, y'all, because I'm all over the place with y'all today, just having way too much fun. I didn't even see. Oh, still a lot of y'all on here. That's funny. Y'all really want to hang out with me? I really appreciate that because I really be having fun, doing stuff like this. Okay, so listen. This is exercise 1. Start putting your stuff together, okay? And if you want, I can share. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't share this board. Just start here. And if you, let me show you these. Stay right there, okay? Don't move. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. But like, if you don't have a smart board, which is totally fine, like you have a wall. I got on this little dress, y'all. And just go and get these. Go in and get these and put them on your wall and get a little Sharpie pen and just start. I got tons of these. I do these for my clients when I go visit them in person, because a lot of times people have ideas everywhere and they don't know how to group them together. It's not important to group them together in the beginning. Just put your ideas out there. Anything and everything it is. And in this instance, we're not doing ideas. We're trying to figure out our purpose. But you do that by listing things that you love, that you're passionate about, that These are things that I know, that I like, maybe, or love. I might love this too, that I enjoy doing, right? That I love to eat mac and cheese. I really do. So enjoy doing, this is like, these are characteristics, right? Or traits of mine, things that, there's a couple of things. People don't know that I do hair. I don't do it anymore, but I actually went to hair school. So that's very interesting. So I definitely I can do a lot of things that, funny enough, it's probably so funny. That's I love building courses. I creative director. I've done some creative director. Like if I show y'all the photo shoot I did with my client, y'all will be like, "Oh my gosh, Dee, she looks so good." I directed I did her office and everything, and we do that for our scale-up clients. And so that's pretty good. I do coaching too. COU. I love coaching my clients one-on-one. I love flying out to places and working with people one-on-one. So that's one of the things I really enjoy that I'm going to miss with Staffingpreneurs Academy, that I won't be doing anymore. I'll be doing that. I'll be doing it now for, I don't know, other things, I guess. I know how to build e-commerce stores. Think of all the skills you've acquired over the last even couple of years during COVID. I know a lot of y'all had a rack of side hustles. Talking about a rack of side hustles, and there was a lot of things that you learned. I know how to edit videos, edit and produce videos. Okay, I know how to edit and produce radio show. I forgot all about that. See, you got to list it out. Produce radio show. Same thing with a podcast. A lot of y'all feel like I don't have any money to make, but like even like looking at this, do you see all the things that you starting to see all the things that you have the ability? Let me look at my notes. Let me look at this. The ability to do. It's kind of insane when you start writing it out. Just the things you know how to do, the things you know. I don't know how to braid hair like that. I had to learn with my daughter, but I know how to play jacks. That may be very irrelevant, but that may be super irrelevant. And I know how to pop, bat and ball, Uno, spades. Like, you start putting all your stuff down so that you can start seeing where you, where you fit in. Once you list everything out, then you can start putting the pieces together to see exactly like where you want to go with it. Because sometimes your purpose is not for you to just wake up in the morning and just know, oh, this is my purpose. It's not always like that. Sometimes your purpose has to do with the life that you've lived, right? So your purpose may have something to do with the life that you live, the life that you've lived. Sometimes it has to do with the talent that you have. A talent that you have. Right? So something like, when I say talent that you have, meaning like some people, they play ball or they sing or whatever the case may be. That's their talent. Right? The life that somebody lives is something kind of similar to me, where I have like a story. I can be able to help people based on the things that I've experienced. So a life experience, that might be your purpose. Maybe it is just something that your purpose has something to do with what you enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? Or something that you're into. Right. So I feel like you have to go in and try things and test things to be able to see what your purpose is, and for that purpose to actually show up and show out. Oh, Larry, you asking the real questions. Why are you asking the real questions, Larry? He said, how can I listen to your music? I make the music just as an outlet as well. I love it and keep my energy vibrating high. So, Larry, do you put your music on SoundCloud? Because I have an ASCAP and a BMI license. I actually have a production company. I should probably put that on there. I have a production company. Maybe I don't need to put that on there, but I have a production company. So all my books and all my music goes through my production company, right? So that's what I was telling y'all, how I can show you how to build a mini empire. A lot of people wait to publish their stuff and they wait to sign on big. But if you have an audience or you believe that you can create an audience, you can just have your own. And but I have not published I published my books, but I have not published my music. And the reason that I haven't published my music is mainly because I use it for my YouTube channel so that I don't get strikes for music, right? It's just like background music. I also used it, I should publish it because like I did the score for my documentary. So a lot of the music that you hear in my documentary, I wrote for that. I put a lot of time into that. And I don't know, I just haven't really put it out there, but I will share it with y'all if you're interested. I have 2 songs that I have fully completed. One I can't really publish because it's my daughter singing it and she will sue me. She told me she didn't give me permission to share it with the world, even though it is kind of on the soundtrack for the documentary, but she doesn't want me to publish it as a song where we generate money, even though it's under her license for her writing it, whatever, whole nother story. The other one, I collaborated with a couple of artists. I didn't actually produce this particular piece, but my daughter and I wrote the lyrics, or at least the majority of the lyrics. And then I had some dope ass artists come in and sing and help me produce the track. So every time I let somebody hear it, they tell me I should publish it. I don't know. It's just not it's something I do for me. It's not necessarily for everyone else, but in the event that I want to add it to my empire, the music part, I will. And I do add it to my empire. Every time somebody watches my videos, y'all are getting to experience a part of D. Williams. Y'all may not know you are, but you are. So it's something I enjoy doing. I'm not generating money off of the music part in this moment, but my books, yes. So I'm also an author. So write books. Right? So, and I'm halfway decent with writing lyrics for songs. I'm not like I'm no her, but I definitely am starting to understand the rhythm and the formula of that. But that's my side hustle. That's something I do on the side. All right, now y'all learning a lot about D. Williams. Oh, let me just add this, because every now and then one of my clients will be extremely nice and they will give this to me as a gift. I always accept this as a gift. Okay, unapologetically. Purple now ladies. Okay, all right. All right, purple now ladies. Sometimes I go to my clients' site and they'll have a nice little surprise for me. It'll be a brown paper bag full of purple now ladies. I love it. So now we just go to the next phase. We're not going to do that today because I'm not going to go live, but I think if you start here and then y'all put your list together and then y'all come back, when we come back, we can start taking these things and start actually moving them around and start putting them into sections to see what we can do about not just finding the purpose, but figuring out how we can incorporate these things into our career or into a business, because that will either one of those things, or community work. Because if you start doing something that you love in any one of those areas, your purpose will show itself in real life. Your purpose will 1,000,000% show itself. So I just want you to keep that in mind. All right. Now, what she say? Tanisha said, no worries, D. I know you say no staffing. Now I researched some previous YouTube videos. I mean, girl, I got 570 something YouTube videos on here about staffing. Like, literally, I think y'all are like so done with staffing. I'm sure you are. But we have a lot more things that we can do here, more, and I won't stop doing staffing. I just won't be doing it as often. I'm going to be focusing on other things. So I want to apologize to my class. We didn't get a chance to do things. We'll come back next week and everything will be up and going. Y'all do know that this is the last day that a recruitment store is open, except it's down. So I was still trying to extend it for some of you. I'm sure to go back up for a couple of hours because we have to deliver a couple of more orders to people. So I'll send the email out once it comes back up, because as of the last time I was there, it was not up. And I know, it is up. Okay. So, all right. So if you're there, you might want to go to recruitmentstore.com. And this is literally our last 24 hours. Our last 24 hours. Okay. At recruitmentstore.com, everything on the store is 50% off. So go and get what you can while you can. I'll be going live a lot more often. Yes, I look forward to hanging out with you all. But when I come back, listen, y'all got to like my videos. Y'all have to like. You got to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. And you also got to share my videos with someone, because anything that I talk about from this point forward, not saying that I haven't before, but anything I talk about from this point forward is not just for you. It's not just for me. It's for everyone, because everybody is going through something. Everybody is experiencing something, or has, or needs to be prepared for when they do. And I want this to be a home base for them. I am not perfect. Okay. I'm going to just say that right now. People be out here digging up dirt on people, and that I am not perfect. I did not come from God's mouth, or whatever y'all want to say it. I make mistakes. I'm not a bad person. I make mistakes, and sometimes I need time to get things right, but I'm not perfect, and I'm not here to portray myself to be perfect to anybody, or to put myself on some high horse or anything like that. I'm only here to share with you, because I may look, I don't know how I look to y'all, but I'm gonna just tell you that for me, I've been on this journey since I was 8, to be honest with you, and it's never really stopped. I've always been leveling up and going through things, like consistently. And so I'm here to support. I'm here to share my guidance, give some guidance. I'm not here to influence you all to do anything but to step out your comfort zone, to get out of your fear. Like Tanisha said, I helped her, like I start a business, get into the career you're looking for, enjoy the life that you're living. You can, if I can have the worst life on the planet and now be here, be smiling, you can do it too. And that's what we're here for. So like, love, love, love. Subscribe. Hey. Don't forget to share. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Okay. Bye. Appreciate y'all. Bye. Bye.